Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Ria. I'm sorry for my absence. I've been a little under the weather but doing much better now. Today I'm excited to share my favorite salad of this summer. It's a beet, sweet potato and potato salad. It's a salad that my mom made back when I was a child for Sunday lunch, and it's absolutely delicious. And because I know you're going to ask me for the chicken recipe, I'm including that in this video as well. If you're interested in learning, let's start cooking. If you've been watching my videos, you know the drill by now. We'll wash the chicken the Caribbean way by removing the yellow bits at the bottom of the leg, feathers, any excess skin, any excess fat. We really are trying to just make the chicken more presentable and edible, of course. Here I'm also prepping some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which we'll throw on the grill later on. And this is how you prep it. I just remove some of the excess fat, not all of the excess fat, because that will help baste and keep the meat juicy during cooking. Next we'll wash the chicken and I'll squeeze the juice of a lime, a lemon, or both. You could also use flour or vinegar or salt to do this, and immerse it in water. I usually soak it for about 10 to 15 minutes to remove any freshness, and then I'll rinse to remove any sliminess. Good proper washing will elevate the flavor of your meat. After we've washed and drained the chicken, we'll get it ready for seasoning. My general rule is 1 to 2 tablespoons per pound, and I have 3 pounds of legs here, so I'm adding about 6 tablespoons of the green seasoning. And if you don't know how to make green seasoning, I'll leave the link for that video below and above. I'm also adding about half a teaspoon of black pepper per pound and 1 teaspoon of salt per pound. Also about 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil per pound of chicken. I also like squeezing the juice of a lime or lemon on the chicken. And we'll give it a good mix and massage to combine all the flavors. If your green seasoning did not have a lot of garlic, you can definitely add a tablespoon of minced garlic to this. I like to keep my seasoning clean, fresh and simple, but feel free to add any of your favorite all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to apply the same general rule to this boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I have about 2 pounds of thighs here. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of green seasoning, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and about 2 teaspoons of salt and the juice of a lemon. You can apply the same rule to any type of meat. You want to ensure that it's evenly coated with the green seasoning, not too much and not too little. And if you think it could use a little more green seasoning, feel free to add more green seasoning. I'm doing this the day before, so I'm going to place this in a Ziploc bag and place it in the refrigerator until tomorrow. They say tomorrow never comes, but for the purposes of this video, tomorrow is here. And these are the simple ingredients you'll need for this lovely and delicious potato salad. You could use as many beets as you wish in this recipe. I have used from 1 to 3 beets. It all depends on your personal preference. Beets are super nutritious and also very good for your immune system, which is probably why I have been craving this salad. The next thing we'll do is to cut off the tops and the bottom of the beets, give it a good rinse and put it to boil over medium heat. It usually takes about 30 to 40 minutes to boil. While that's boiling, I'll get started on the other ingredients for the salad. Red bell peppers, I use it because of the color. It adds a nice bright pop of color to an already very colorful dish. You also need 1 red onion, finely chopped. Next, we'll rinse the potato, the sweet potato, the carrots, and put it to boil or steam. As you can see, we have a guest today. It's Ari, my lovely niece, and she's helping with the prep. We place it in the Instapot, and I think we overcooked it just a bit. Feel free to reduce the time from 10 minutes and also remove it as soon as it stops. We kept it in there for maybe 20 minutes after it stopped, so it continued to cook. You know I love scallions, so we'll add a couple of chopped scallions also to this salad. Chopped parsley will also add a lovely color, flavor, and nutrition to our dish.
You can do one at a time. See how I have my knuckles here? So it cannot get cut.
Oh, good.
It's kind of difficult because it's falling apart.
Instead of chopping it by
your
hand, you
best.
can use this handy dandy chopper that I love. I'll leave the link below or on my shop on cookingwithria.com. For the dressing, you'll need 2 to 3 cloves of grated garlic, about 1 cup of mayo, and use any type of mayo, your favorite mayo, vegan mayo, olive oil mayo. There are many choices nowadays. About 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard, or you can use Dijon mustard if that's what you like. And this might have been the most difficult part of making this, trying to get the mustard out of the bottle. Finally, some success. Now we'll add all the ingredients to our large mixing bowl. Usually I'll mix the dressing and then add the ingredients, but we're a little disorganized today. We were so busy filming, we forgot about the beets and the potatoes. The beets were okay, but as you'll see, the potatoes and the sweet potato were a little soft, but we managed to make it work. I was about to peel the beets with a knife, but my little niece here, she just turned 9, she taught me that you can just rub it off under the water, and it worked. Ingenious. Time to drain the potatoes and sweet potatoes. As you can see, as I said before, it was very soft. So if you're not familiar with your Instapot, like I am not familiar, you can do this on the stove. So you can have keep a close eye on it. Once you can pierce it easily with a fork, you can drain it. Also keep in mind that the smaller potatoes will finish much quicker than the larger sweet potato, so it might help to cut the larger sweet potato into smaller pieces. I'm cutting the potatoes into large, chunky cubes because once we're mixing it, even if it's soft, it still has a chance to stay whole. And you can cut this on a cutting board or on your hands like this. A cutting board will be much safer. Anyway. Next, we'll move on to the carrots. We'll cut it into cubes, and you can cut it as large or as small as you like. And now my niece Ari will give us an honest opinion on what she thinks about beets.
So you think it's a flavor you like?
I don't know. It's good, but bad. But I think the bad is a little higher. It's a little higher than good. I like some of the flavors, but then the bad part got to me. Especially it was so sour.
Sour? It's not sour. It's like earthy.
What?
Earthy?
I'm also adding a chopped pimento pepper, and I keep my pimento pepper in the freezer because it's so difficult to find. When I do find it, I just buy a whole bag of it and keep it in the freezer. But if you don't have pimento pepper, which is a Caribbean seasoning pepper, you can certainly eliminate it. There's still a lot of flavor in this salad. Next, I'll cut the sweet potato in the same fashion I did with the regular potato. Just large cubes, as large or as small as you like. Remember, if you do it too small and if the sweet potato is already soft like this, it may become mushy and disappear in your potato salad, but still add flavor. If you want to stay in line with a more traditional potato salad, you can add a couple of chopped boiled eggs. To the dressing, I also added 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, which would give it a more creamier consistency, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You can add more if you want it more tart, salt, black pepper, and I also added about a tablespoon of sugar, which is optional. As I said before, make your dressing separately and add it to the salad, or I'll add the salad to the dressing. It's much easier. And now we'll mix gently to combine. Use a deep mixing bowl to make this much easier and less messy. This salad might not be popular with the younger kids, but my teens seem to enjoy it and the adults did too. Taste and add more seasonings as required. Now let's take the cooking outside. We removed the chicken from the refrigerator and allowed it to come to room temperature so that it will cook evenly, and now we'll place it on the grill. While that's cooking, we have plenty of time to enjoy this beautiful day with my little boy. He absolutely loves to run and keeps us all very active. Once the bottom is brown, we'll flip and cook the other side. The boneless chicken thighs will cook much quicker than the legs.
Sit.
After all that activity, someone is very hungry and they've come for their favorite chicken, barbecue chicken. This is a pellet smoker, so somehow it takes much longer to cook than a regular grill. I'm not adding any barbecue sauce to the boneless thighs because that will be my lunch for a couple of days, and during the week I eat clean or try to. It helps to know the hot areas on your grill so that once the chicken is done cooking, you know to move it to the hot areas so that it will get some color. Next, brush on your favorite barbecue sauce. If you want a homemade barbecue sauce recipe, I'll leave the link to my barbecue sauce recipe below and above. As with anything, you have full control over the outcome. Add as much or brush on as much barbecue sauce or as little barbecue sauce or no barbecue sauce if you wish. It's all up to you. And that's it. Our simple meal is done, and now we can enjoy a beautiful afternoon with delicious food. And that's all there is to it, my sweet friends. I do hope you have enjoyed today's video or learned something new. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a lovely comment below. I always love hearing from you. Until next time, stay safe, be well, cook, share, and love. Bye bye.